Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday night. We are in a room, we'll say. We are the two men in a room. I am the angriest man in Orlando. Happy to be here. And my co host.
I'm Burnell. I'm also from Orlando, but I'm currently mobile here in Tampa with my son and my grandbaby that's in the back seat. We had to come pick her up. So we have some additional people here and two men in the room.
Some special
I,
guests tonight.
yeah, special guest tonight. My son do have a question, a financial question for you tonight, and hopefully you can help him solve his problem, um,
Okay.
which you normally do pretty good when it comes to a financial situation. So, other than that, I know you off tomorrow. Any special plans?
As of right now, they're up in the air, so we'll see how that all goes down.
So I also noticed that you've been excited about Epic Universe. The tickets going on sale soon.
Yes, that was gonna be one of the topics we talked about tonight, so let's get into it. All right. So Epic Universe has announced that on May 22nd, 2025, they will be opening their doors, and the Grand Helios Hotel, which is also at Epic Universe, will be open. So finally, for some people, hooray for other people, and sad for Disney because Disney's trying hard. They just introduced a new Lightning Lane ticket, and the price for one of the days at Magic Kingdom is $449. So
For
that is
what?
okay. So the Lightning Lane ticket is like a VIP ticket. It lets you cut the line. So excuse me for that. So there's normally two lines there. There's your general admission line and there's your Lightning Lane VIP line. So people who pay for the service can go through the Lightning Lane line to get to the ride a little bit quicker than normal than joining the general
Okay,
line.
so let me stop you there.
Yes.
Why is this Lightning Lane pass or whatever costs four hundred
Yes.
dollars?
Okay, so with Lightning Lane, you could pick up to 3 rides for the day, and based on each ride, they would charge you. So some rides were $20, some rides were $10. So you'd pay for the service, and for about $40, $50, you could go on these 3 rides in the VIP line. With this Lightning Lane ticket, you get all the attractions for that day at that park, all VIP line.
Is it really worth $400 though? Come on now,
Oh, hell,
seriously.
absolutely not. This is absolutely insane. I don't know where they came up with that idea. This is the same as when in 2020 they wanted to put little cabanas and basically a little tent in the middle of Magic Kingdom so people could rent them for about $600 to rest and relax inside the theme park. That lasted for about 6 weeks.
So, have they had any reviews on this Lightning Lane pass?
It is going to drop, I believe, within the next week or so. So it's just a lot of people on YouTube ragging on Disney on how this is basically like having the rich people have their way and the poor people can just eat cake. So,
It,
at,
I just I find it absolutely insane
mhm.
for them to to be allowed to have that cost $400. I mean, that just blows my mind that you just said this
Yeah,
simply because it's just crazy.
it's only being offered to the higher tier hotels for the first month or so that it's happening. So you have to be staying at the deluxe resorts or Disney Vacation Club villas to be able to access this pass.
Really,
Yeah.
how well
So
you think this pass going to do?
it doesn't have to do well because it's so much money bringing in. Disney seems to be going on the we'll take less people in the park, but we need them to spend more money. So if enough people get this, it's kind of worth it, but I just don't justify somebody broke it down. If you pay $1,000 for your stay at the Grand Floridian, you pay another $600 for tickets for you and your family. Then you pay an extra $1,200 for this lightning lane pass. You're spending close to $3,000 to go to one park in one day.
That's just absolutely nonsense. I just think that just, I mean, kudos to those that can't afford it, but I wouldn't even waste my time.
Yeah, but even the people that can afford it, I think most of them are going to say this doesn't have any value.
It
Like,
don't. Not just to skip the line.
like the mo- most of these most of the attractions are actually going to be closing because they're going to redo Frontierland. So I don't even know, even at half the price, I don't even think it's worth it to buy this ticket. And like I said, some of the rooms at Grand Floridian are about $1,000. Well, you can go stay at the Grand Helios, which is right up against the park at Epic, and they're estimating their room nights to be around $450 a night, which is basically 55% off what the Grand Floridian, which is not even right next to the Magic Kingdom, versus one night there. So they're going to beat the brakes off of Disney next year. Like, it's going to be insane. And I don't know if Disney has any kind of a plan to, unless their plan is to just go after the much more affluent, much more rich people and say the peasants can have Universal.
I just, it just,
Hold on, we lost you for a minute.
I say
Let's
it's
see
just
if we can.
unbelievable to me that this is allowed. You know,
Well, I mean, they make their own prices. It's all in.
and
Does anybody pay it?
I agree. I totally agree that it is what it is, and the people they value customers. You know, support Disney, but I really think Epic Universe gonna blow them out the park.
Oh yeah.
So I heard you was thinking about purchasing a ticket for Epic.
Yes. So therefore, I'm not going to give you all the details on when those tickets are going up for sale because I want to get some myself. So
Okay,
just go
okay.
go to
Answer
their
this
Facebook
question:
page.
how
Yes.
much is the ticket?
I'm looking at getting the 3-day, 3-park ticket. It's the one that's going to be most easily available to general population people. I don't have an annual pass at Universal. I haven't been to Universal in years, actually. So it's anywhere from, depending on the day, $375 to $550.
So you're going to save up 500, almost $600 to make sure you get this 3-day ticket.
Yes. Well, I already have it, but yes.
Okay, and again,
Yes.
I mean, to each his own. I understand. You know, you want to go to Epic. Are you going to be able to go to all 3 parts and enjoy yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
See, with the 3-day pass that's going to come out, you can only do, I believe, one park one day. I don't think they're putting park hopping on that ticket, because what they're going to want you to do is they're going to want to spread out the people that are buying these tickets. So some of them will want to do Epic the first day, and then they'll have a cutoff. And then the people who bought the ticket can do Epic on their second day, and then they'll have a cutoff there. And then the other people can do Epic on the third day. And they'll kind of like space everyone out. You can't do Epic for all 3 days. You do have to do a different park each day with this pass. So they're trying to make crowds manageable. It's gonna have to see how the pass holders, they're supposed to be able to get single day tickets. So it'll be once we see how many annual pass holders are buying in also, because some of them may want to just wait a few months and then go in later when the crowds die a little, because they have the ability to go in whenever. So
When you think the crowd is going to die out?
I would say for at least the first 3 to 6 months, it's going to be. It's a big park. It is really big. I would say it's probably twice the size of Islands of Adventure.
Oh, wow.
So the ability to be able to take on so many people is gonna be manageable. But I think you're gonna have a lot of the media coming. You're gonna have a lot of the influencers, people on TikTok, people on YouTube, people who write magazines and articles online. They're all going to be coming within those first couple of weeks. That it's going to be crazy. But after, I would say, if you come down in the like September, October time period, I think you'll be able to kind of be able to manage the crowds. Some people may end up just getting this ticket just to go to Epic and may not even go to Islands of Adventure and Universal if they've been there in the last couple of years. So you might see a higher crowd at Epic, but you should be able to do the other parks fairly easy.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for you to attend Epic and bring us back a nice little juicy story on
there'll be videos.
Right, of what's going on at Epic Universe. I think it's just gonna be, the traffic gonna be horrendous. I don't want no parts of it. I'll just wait till it die out, and I'm going to go, Lord's will. I'm going, but not probably the first 8 months.
Right.
Because I don't like the traffic. I don't like a lot of people, and it's just gonna be chaos the first, like you say, first 8 months. It's just gonna be a mess, and I just stay away. I stay here in Orlando, so I get a chance to go eventually. But I hope when you go, you have fun. You come back with a nice report for us, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
In the meantime, in between time, so we have a visitor that will be joining our podcast. His name is Tyler Scott. He's my son. He's always digging into stocks, funds, and all this crazy stuff. So I say, hey, why not have you on the podcast tonight? Because one person that can teach you a little or coach you is none other than my co-host Anthony on the 2 Men in the Room. So I'm gonna give him the pleasure of joining us tonight, and let's see how this goes, because I'm telling you, he's different. So you got the woosah, and you have to do a lot of explaining for him in order for him to get it. So with no further ado, I'm going to pass the phone to Tyler. To all those that are watching, I'm sorry, I'm mobile. I had to come and get my granddaughter for the weekend. So that's why I'm mobile, but I'm trying to be safe as possible as well, because safety is always first. So here is Tyler Scott. And then once we finish the finance thing, I'll come back and join 2 Men in the Room.
Okay. All right. Welcome, Tyler.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm with my daughter.
Hello.
Say Tanisha.
What's your name?
Her name is Tanisha.
Hello, Tanisha.
Yeah. Hi. Tanisha, say hey.
Hi.
Hi.
He's playing a game on the phone.
I'm playing a dog game that you get to dress up.
Excellent.
Okay.
So yeah.
So how's everybody doing?
Everyone's doing good. We're doing
That's
good here.
That's good.
Yep.
So my question is, how do you feel about Fidelity Investments?
Fidelity's actually a pretty good company. They've got some high remarks and high reviews. They do a lot of commercials during like football season and everything. So I've heard of them a few times.
Okay.
Let me just pull up their information to see. They deal with retirement plans, investing, stock market buys. They give planning and advice. They can open up accounts for you to buy stocks,
Right.
get into an IRA or other retirement accounts. And they're ranked pretty well. Yeah.
So would you say that would be a good investment platform to invest in? For what as far as like crypto stocks and
let's see. Stocks and mutual funds and stuff like that, they do deal with. I don't see if they deal with crypto. I don't think they've picked that up yet.
I mean you could buy and sell crypto.
Right. They could certainly give you advice on it. What do you want your money to do for you?
I would like to invest and make a profit out of my investment, and further, do other investments as well. Like I'm looking into Vanguard as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to get into that, and then I also want to get into tax deeds and tax liens as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you doing this as a short term? You want to get your money quick, or do you want this as a long term thing? You want to leave it there and let it grow, and you'll come back to it.
Long term.
They would definitely be a great company to have a talk with. I believe they do. I believe they do free consulting and stuff. And you can at least check in. So for a long-term thing, they do offer some good stuff, which is CDs, which are certificate of deposits. So what you do is you just put your money in for a certain amount of time. Some are 6 months,
That's
some are
traditional
a year.
IRA, right?
That it's a different component. It's kind of like you're giving me money, I'm giving you a piece of paper, and I say I'm going to pay a certain interest on it.
Okay.
And then we determine how much time you want me to hold your money for.
Okay.
An IRA is more of like a retirement account where you'll give them money. They will actually go and have stocks or groups of stocks that they'll go and buy themselves and then try to get you the biggest return on your money.
Right.
So, and then those are usually set up to you're shooting for retirement age. So they kind of penalize you if you try to take it out early. So that's why I say if you're doing this for a long term, like an IRA or even like bonds, which would be buying up government debt, which is where you give the money to the government holds it for a certain amount and then pays you interest for taking your money for that. So those are long-term stuff. The stocks you can do short-term for even like a month, a day, a week, a year. Some companies right now dealing with like AI and computer stuff,
Yeah.
they're constantly moving up and down and flowing. So you can kind of get in low and then sell high and make a profit if you're familiar with the technology and everything. So those are some of the products that they're offering. Just looking at their website right now, that can help you kind of set up how much you want to put away, how long you want to have it put away, and where you look like you want to go with it. There are some accounts that are going to be really safe, they might just give you a little bit of interest. There are others that, you take a little bit of risk, but they pay out
Right.
higher interest.
And what are
So,
those?
for which one?
The higher risk, what is that?
That's usually more the independent stocks. So say a company like Amazon,
Yeah.
they could have a really great year and you could make a lot of money that year, and then the next year you could lose it all. So there's a lot of risk there with just having one individual company, but you can buy what they call an ETF, electronically traded fund. So the fund is just a group of all that. So you'd have, let's say, Amazon, Microsoft, what's another big company like Walmart. They would put those three together. So that way, if one company goes down, the other one goes up, you kind of offset and still make some money through the whole process. So that's less risk, but you don't make as much money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ETFs sound like a good way to start.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they're putting them into 401ks at their job, they'll put their money into a group of stocks together, like a Vanguard fund or something, and they'll let it kind of just go its way, because over time, the general stock market does tend to rise and make money with all their stocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we pretty much summed up everything for me in the greatest detail. I appreciate that.
Okay. Excellent.
I learned something from you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
And I appreciate you letting me join 2 Men in the Room.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and give you back to my dad.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
There you go.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I read a story a couple of days ago that road rage has becoming more and more of a problem. A couple just got married and a widow at the same time. She was a wife and then a widow all in one day.
Okay.
All because of road rage. What needs to happen to try to fix this?
Oh, all right. As someone who has encountered road rage recently, I think a lot of it is we need to put. Oh, this is terrible saying. We need to put phones down. We need to pay attention to the road.
Right.
But no, like some people are really good at being able to kind of, keep a decent amount of attention on the road and still be able to answer a phone or two. There are other people who can't, they can't even handle their phone just sitting at a table. So the problem is, and it's not just phones, they're not paying attention. I had a guy roll out of a parking lot and almost hit me, and the side of his car said mobile auto body repair. And I just thought that's you fix dents in cars and you were about to just T-bone me, man. Like it's people not judging things correctly and not realizing stuff. Maybe, they're reading their directions, maybe they're trying to sip their coffee. Some people are trying to I've seen women putting makeup on. I haven't seen any men putting makeup on, but there might be some.
I think it's a combination of both, because some people get so frustrated and mad because somebody done cut them off or somebody done jumped in front of them, and then here come the road rage that's happening.
Okay, we have a comment that says just that right there. Mary Jade Skywalker, people need to relax on the road. Okay, I'll say people need to relax if people can keep up with traffic. A major problem that's happened is people who are in passing lanes that are not passing anyone, which enrages the people behind them.
But it don't give that individual the right to kill someone or to hurt someone because they not doing what they think they should be doing. Like you, you in a Corvette, you because
Yes.
someone is going slow, you get upset and you gonna zoom around and cut them off and all this good stuff because you feel like they're not going the speed that you think they should be going.
Yes, but I do it safely.
But not all people do it safely.
Exactly. That is another thing. Get a vehicle that you can handle.
Well, now if you
Okay?
can't make nobody get no vehicle, I just think the problem is if you get caught off, just say, and we just get in the lane that you know you can handle. If you're not
Why?
a fast driver, don't get all the way to the right. You stay in the left. But you know, you do have individuals that, like, I was headed to work this morning.
Mhm.
A guy, he was driving so slow. I was like, okay, I want to go around this guy, but we was coming to a light. So he got over in the turn lane and then he tried to get back in front of me. I didn't let
Right.
him in front of me because I'm like, listen, you're driving too slow. I'm trying to get to work. So, but that didn't cause me or him to get mad at the situation and want to hurt one another.
So this leads to something. Appreciation of other people's time. I think that's what we really need to start teaching is that you should be appreciative of somebody else's time. Realize that
But
other
wait,
people
wait,
have
wait, wait.
what?
Okay,
Am
I
I wrong?
get where you coming from,
Okay.
but there's a but.
Yeah.
The first thing somebody gonna say is you should have left a little earlier if you in that big of a rush.
But you don't know why there's a rush. Okay. Let's take this example for a minute. I'm driving down the road. I have a Corvette. It can go fast. Okay. Let's say I'm paying attention and I see somebody speeding up on me. What do you think the thing I should do is?
Either you see someone speeding up on you, you get to the right so you
Right.
can let them go and do what they need to do.
Right. So the answer wasn't, oh, well, they should have just left early and I should just stay where I'm at, right?
Well, it all depends on what mood I'm in. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm like, well, they in the rush, they better get over and then go around and all that.
Okay, what if the reason they are in a rush is because their child took in some type of poison and they are trying to get them to the hospital as soon as possible?
Okay, so should they have the emergency lights on? Yes.
Well, they don't have
Because I
emergency
don't know
lights.
what's
They're in their
going
own
on.
car. But that's what I'm
I don't know
saying.
what's-
People should start having an understanding that you
But
don't
we
know
can't
what's
have an
going on with
understanding
the other
if we do
person.
not know what's going on.
But you have to kind of imagine that this could be
No, you
something bad.
cannot imagine nothing. You cannot imagine that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
that's what
That's
the
why I
police
move
is
out
for.
of the way.
That's what the ambulance is for. I can't imagine because somebody just taking upon themselves to drive fast. They could be like, okay, I'm just being an idiot today, so let me just do this.
Okay,
No, I
so
know that they have an individual in the car that's sick. You put your emergency lights on. So hey, they got the emergency lights on. Something's wrong, and then you know let them go and do what they need to do. But we don't have imaginary friends right here. Like, well, let me just try to figure out why he's speeding or what's the root of the problem. I'm not going to go through all that.
so you wait a minute. So you're having road rage because the guy is speeding up on you. Who's having road rage?
The
So you
guy
got
that's speeding up on me.
two people with road rage at this point.
No, I don't have road rage.
Versus,
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
so if you
Drive
just
cautiously.
move out
Right.
of the way, let them
Right.
go by for whatever reason they need to do this,
Or they could go around me.
and let
Pick
them
their
go.
choice.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be sitting in the passing lane anyway. FHP is actually trying to go after people for that now, and I applaud them for that one.
Okay.
And unless you're on a single lane road with a double yellow marked line, you should be able to move out of the way of people coming. And if people are paying attention and checking their rear view mirrors, because I know there's a lot of people that don't do that. If you do see a car coming up on you, don't try to sit there and analyze the situation. Don't try to be like, oh, I think I should give them a hug and a kiss or something. No, just move out of the way. Let them go. If they end up crashing into something later on, that's on them. It's not on you. It's on them. They chose to do that. But you got out of the situation. You took yourself out of it. You sat back. You relaxed. And then they did whatever they did. It's happened to me before. There was actually a motorcyclist. He's doing the lane switching, which if you could do it right, do it right. But he had his helmet on the side of his bike, wasn't wearing his helmet. So I could already tell he wasn't the greatest rider. So he goes down the road, and I just got out of his way. I was like, I don't care. I get down the road, traffic stopped, and he went into the back of a Mitsubishi Eclipse. He was laid out on the ground. And did I be like, oh wow, you know, what? No, he made his choice. He decided to do what he did. So, you know, but I at least did not involve myself into that act because I just got out of the way and let him do what he did.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, you know, sad to say, but a lot of people drink and drive. And DUIs happen every night. Somebody's driving home drunk tonight. So the best way is get out of the way and let them go. Don't try to be the hero. Don't try to be like, well, if I just stop this car or I do something with this car and block them in or something, don't do that. Just let them out of their way. Call the police. If you see somebody swerving like that, let them intervene. Don't use road rage to try to stop a situation like that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of drinking and driving, I'm trying to figure out like why do individuals like get like just wasted and then want to drive? I don't get it. I know I don't drink and all that, but I still would like to know why.
Okay. So when you're intoxicated, I know from a friend, when you're intoxicated, you don't feel like you're impaired. You feel like, well, there's different types of drunk people. There's some who are really happy. They feel like they can do anything. There are some people who get really angry. They feel like they're invincible. Nothing's going to happen to them. And then there are other people who just get really kind of drowsy because alcohol is a downer and it is kind of supposed to put you out. So a lot of people just think, oh, I'm in a partying mood. I'm dancing on the dance floor. I feel great. It's all good. I'm just going to take that like 10-minute drive home, 20-minute drive home. It'll be fine. A lot of times when they're driving, distractions come up. They're trying to use the AC to keep them awake. They're trying to turn the radio up to keep it going. They're trying to figure out where lights and sounds are coming from. And so you get easily distracted and then easily can cause accidents, car crashes, cars careening off the road and everything like that. I mean, there are some people who can actually pretty much make it through drives. I've been in cars with them, but I don't advise it to anyone doing that because if something does happen and you happen to unalive someone, yeah, YouTube makes me say it like that. I can't say the actual word. So if somebody becomes unalive, they, the consequences are immense. There's jail time. There's loss of license. There's loss of life with that family. Now your family doesn't have you. Like there's a lot that is lost at that moment that you never get to get back. That moment's done. They don't get to get it back. You don't get to get it back. And there's even times where you're so inebriated that you don't even realize what's going on. Like I've seen the police videos of people who had no clue they were even in the accident. because your body is numb from the alcohol. It's very relaxed.
Oh, I know about that when I got hit from the back with an individual leaving the club, and he thought we was on I-4, and we was right there on OBT and OBT and Gore.
Mm.
And he was like, "Hey, you hit me," and I'm like, "I hit you. I'm at the light at the standstill." He was so drunk and thought we was on I-4 when we were just right there on OBT.
Right.
And it's just like when the police got there, he was like, "He is toasted." Yes, I know this. And I certainly believe that he really didn't want to take this guy to jail. But he did, because I stayed there to the end. He eventually took the guy to jail.
Mm.
The guy didn't have no license and no insurance. The insurance just collapsed because he was with Geico, and I also was with Geico.
Mm.
So that's how I know he didn't have no license and his insurance collapsed. So, but he was towed down.
Yeah, people
Then
don't realize it when they get that way.
when I got the police report, of course I looked his name up. He got on probation. They gave him probation.
Mm.
I just feel like if you so intoxicated, it should take more than probation, because when he hit me, I was behind the white line. He hit me so hard till I went in the middle of the row up way, like it was crazy. Thank God I was safe and everything like that. But I just feel like when you done hit someone and you don't even know it, or you felt like they hit you, or you feel like you on I-4 instead of OBT, something really need to be done about that, because you was wasted.
Right.
And I just think it should have been more than probation.
I believe there is an automatic loss of license. So,
he was already suspended. So,
well, if he ever does get it back,
right. I just
on.
feel like he need a better consequence than just probation. Because how somebody supposed to learn? They feel like they're gonna get a slap on the wrist. Now maybe, his license got suspended for 5 years or whatever. I don't know, but I do know he was on probation. So yeah, it was crazy.
Well, with AI, there is a possibility the car could perform a awareness check on you to make sure your eyes are looking in the right way, make sure your hands are in the right position before you drive the vehicle. And if the GPS signal picks up the vehicle moving, out of the lane, and a lot of out of lane alerts are coming, a lot of, hard braking alerts are coming, the vehicle could actually shut down on its own or possibly even drive itself into a parking lot to shut itself down. And we may actually see a lot less drunk driving crashes due to that.
Well, great. I would love to see that. But it also need to bring awareness to, like, people still need to be held accountable, and not AI trying to handle the situation. People still need to be aware of what they're doing.
Yes, because you don't want to have other incidences outside the car.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yes.
Whether traffic is getting a little heavy, here on I-4, I greatly appreciate I had a great time, even though it was mobile. It wasn't bad like I thought it would be.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to my destination and be safe and not be on the phone, because I know you shouldn't, talk, text, drive, and all that good stuff, but.
Can I ask you one thing real quick?
Of course.
Okay. So there's been some videos out of the Democrats starting to blame black men for not voting for Kamala Harris. Do you think that if Kamala Harris does not win this election, they will go and blame black men for the loss?
I don't think so. Whoever wins, right? Whoever gonna take charge and do what they gotta do.
Right.
You can't please everybody in the world. You're just not going to. If Donald Trump wins, everybody gonna be mad. A lot of people gonna be mad. If Kamala Harris gonna win, the others that Donald Trump fans gonna be mad. So everybody is not going to be pleased. So we just have to suck it up, deal with whatever we're about to face, and just deal with it. But I think they shouldn't blame it on black men. I just feel like the outcome gonna be the outcome regardless. We just got to deal with it.
Just deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was a good show. I guess we can wrap it up.
Of course.
Nice little toast. Any words of wisdom while you're driving down the road?
Yeah, words of wisdom. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive and text. Don't be on the phone going live and driving, especially on a major highway.
Did you hear about that? Yeah, did you hear about that kid? Did you hear about that kid who crashed his McLaren because he was live streaming while he was driving?
Really?
Yes. Jack Doherty, he's a piss ass anyway, but sorry, kids in the car. But yes, he was live streaming, checking his live chat to see if he got any messages, and then crashed his McLaren on a Florida highway.
Well, I think hopefully that would teach him a lesson.
Yes, I hope so too.
I mean, he gonna feel it. I mean, I don't know how well off he is in the pockets, but his insurance will go up and all that good stuff.
He was practically crying on the video, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. Don't check your live chat while you're driving.
Oh, right.
Yes.
When I'm not going to check anything, I'm going to get off the phone and continue to pay attention on the highway.
Let's wrap it up then.
All right. I want to say thank you for those that are watching, those that participate. Man, Anthony, greatly appreciate it. I love each and every one of you for the support. Continue to tell a friend, a neighbor, an associate, and thank you.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. And we'll see you next Thursday, 8 o'clock. Be safe, everyone.
Say bye.
All right.
All right.